Good morning, Rob. So do we know anything else about the explosion on that Russian warship?
Not an awful lot, it has to be said. As you point out, the warship, the cruiser-class vessel, the Moskva, the flagship of the Russian fleet in the Black Sea, was either hit or was damaged by a munitions explosion. Difficult to be sure what exactly is the case. The entire crew has been taken off board. The Ukrainians, for their part, say they struck the ship with Neptune missiles. Now, Neptune missiles are an update on a Soviet missile that was introduced at the end of the 1990s rather. They've updated it, given it new electronics, given it greater range, and it was introduced into the Ukrainian Navy about a year ago, last March. Impossible to say what is the case, whether it was a munitions explosion or not. But what is interesting is that only a few days ago, the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson was in Kyiv, and he said that the UK was going to deliver sea missiles to the Ukrainian armed forces. It doesn't appear at this stage that it was those missiles that were involved, but it does suggest a greater determination on the Ukrainians' part to strike at the Russian Navy in the Black Sea.
Now, Rob, you were also in the town of Borodyanka this week, which Russian forces, of course, withdrew from after weeks of heavy fighting there. What did you see?
Yeah, we were there just a few hours, 24 hours ago. On the way there, about 15 minutes from Borodyanka, not far from the town of Bucha, which has become so notorious in recent weeks, we came across a column of Russian tanks and armored vehicles, 11 of them in all, totally destroyed, hit presumably by a Ukrainian ambush. And just past that, we went on into the town of Borodyanka, which has seen intense fighting over the last few weeks. The city, small town, 13,000 people, completely destroyed effectively, especially the centre, town hall, multi-storey buildings in ruins. Whilst we were there, firemen and deminers were hard at work trying to make it inhabitable for the people who still live there and those who are yet to come back.
All right, Rob Parsons, thank you very much for that update from the Ukrainian capital.